All right, hello fourth grade. This is day 4 of our video lessons. And before we begin today, I actually just want to go over again how to log into your studies weekly account. Thank you to those families who have been watching the full videos. So example, if my name is Angel Yanes, my username will be AYANES323. The password will be September, your birth month. Okay, so if you're born in March, then your password will be March. If you're born in January, then your password will be January. Okay, again, like I said, like in the last video, your first letter of your birth month has to be capitalized. Okay, so if you were born in March, that is capital M-A-R-C-H. Okay, if you're born in September, then the first letter S has to be capitalized. If it is not capitalized, it will not work. And again, your username is AYANES, and then you need to add the 323. Okay, that is very important. If you do not add the 323, it will not work. So if your name is Bob Builder, like our student that I explained last time, then the username will be bbuilder323. And again, it has to be capitalized. The first letter of your month has to be capitalized, otherwise it will not work. All right, so hopefully that clears up. Hopefully you're all able to log in. And again, thank you to those families who have been watching the full videos. Now let's go ahead and look at our schedule. So this is 4th grade. We are in Thursday. We finished off Wednesday. Let's cross that out. We're now on Thursday, March 19th. We go to math. And today we're going to be identifying, defining, and drawing parallel lines. Okay? And then for science, we're going to be doing another graphic organizer, social studies a worksheet, and then your religion is in your textbook. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with our math. This is our math warm-up, so you can go ahead and pause the video and get started on this. Okay, hopefully you all paused the video and were able to answer it. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so first question is I have to draw an acute, a right, and an obtuse angle. Okay, remember, acutes are the ones that kind of look like Pac-Man, right? They're like this. It's not a right angle. It is less than a right angle. They are, here we go. They are acute. They're small, short angles, okay? So that's an acute angle. A right angle. A right angle, that is the perfect L. Remember, that is a right angle. So this time I do have a ruler. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a perfect right angle. A perfect L. Okay, don't forget to add your arrows. I'm going to add arrows on mine. Next up, an obtuse angle. Remember, those are the big. That's the large angle. Obtuse. Obtuse sounds like a large word. So go ahead and draw an obtuse angle. All right. Hopefully you were all able to get those. We've been doing quite a bit of practice on them, so hopefully they're becoming a lot easier, right? All right, number 2, using points A, B, and C, draw 2 perpendicular lines. So we learned about perpendicular lines yesterday, right? And what are perpendicular lines? Exactly, perpendicular lines are just 2 lines that make a right angle. So that right there is a perpendicular line. Why? Because these 2 lines are meeting and they are forming a right angle. They are forming a perfect L, okay? And all it says now is that let's add points A, B, and C. And that's it, we're done. Remember, our worksheet from yesterday told us that we should add a box every time, a small box every time we have a right angle so that we know it is a right angle, okay? So I'm going to start doing that from now on. If it is a right angle, I'm going to add just a small box, okay? That way that lets us know that it is a perfect right angle. I'm going to add another question to this. What would this angle be called? What's one possible name? Exactly, good. So remember, you're upside down 7, A, B, and C. Or what else? Or what else? Angle, yep, CBA. And that's it, okay? Hopefully you were able to get those 2 questions down. Hopefully they're becoming a lot easier. All right, now let's move on to our actual lesson. So for today, it's actually gonna be a pretty short lesson because we went through a good amount of it yesterday. Today, we're gonna be learning about parallel lines. Parallel lines are super easy to understand, I think. Parallel lines are 2 lines, and again, you can go ahead and copy this down. 2 lines that never intersect. Intersect means meet. Parallel lines are 2 lines that never meet. I'm going to put in parentheses meet so we know what intersect means, okay? That is the definition of parallel lines. They never meet. And one way I remember what parallel lines are is I simply look at the word. Because here I have a pair of parallel lines. And they are right here. These two L's are an example of parallel lines. So let's go ahead and draw a few parallel lines, okay? So examples. I'm going to draw these in different colors, actually. All right, let's say that we have, and again, if you have a ruler, now is the perfect time to take it out and use it. So, this right here is an example of parallel lines, okay? Let's name these. I have A, B, C, D, okay? These 2 lines are parallel lines. What's the name of this top one over here? Yup, AB, and then with the lines on top, okay? The bottom one, what's the name of this one? CD, perfect. So the name, or how we would write this one down, is we would put AB is parallel, and I make 2 parallel lines like that, is parallel to CD. What does that look, what does this whole notation look like? Well, it kind of looks like the perpendicular ones, remember? For perpendicular, instead of drawing 2 parallel lines, we did the upside down T. Well, for parallel lines, it's the same thing, except of drawing an upside down T, you just draw 2 lines going like that. And that tells us that line AB is parallel to line CD. Okay, that's how we write this one down. That's how we write parallel lines down. All right, let's do a few more examples of parallel lines. Let's draw 2 lines going like this. See, these are 2 parallel lines, okay? Let's name this one W, X, Y, Z. So you could go ahead, actually, and write the, how would we write that one down, okay? Well, for this one, this is my one line, WX. And then WX, this line is parallel to YZ. And that's it. This sentence right here tells us that these 2 lines are parallel, okay? And that's it. Let's go ahead and do just a few more. What about this one? And again, if you have a ruler, perfect time to use it. See, these are two parallel lines. Let's name this one JK, L, M. Okay? So the way we write this one down is, again, JK, line JK, is parallel to line LM. So JK, line JK is parallel to line LM, okay? And that's it. Now, what about this one over here? What about this line? Are these lines parallel? Let's name this one A, B, C, D. Do you see any parallel lines here? No, there are no parallel lines, okay? I don't see any lines that will never meet. Line AB, this line here, line AB, let me make this B a little bit neater. Line AB, is it parallel to line CD? No, it is not. That is not the correct way to write it. Instead, this is a what? This is right here. This is a perpendicular line. So we do an upside down T instead. Line AB is perpendicular to line CD. Because these lines, this line right here, does meet line AB. And remember, parallel lines, they can never meet, okay? And again, one way I remember it is because parallel has two lines in the L. And those two lines tell me that it is, that's what parallel lines are, okay? And that's it. That is all parallel lines are. What you can do now is you can go ahead and pause the video and try to find parallel lines around your house, okay? All right, hopefully you were able to find parallel lines around your house, and you can find them everywhere, right? You can find them on the door. For example, if you have a door like this, then your parallel lines are the ones right here, right? Because these two sides of the door will never meet, right? Okay. And that is it for parallel lines. And it's pretty simple, right? I don't think there's anything too difficult about it. Let's go ahead and get some practice on it. Now again, I didn't give you should be on lesson 4. Yeah, I didn't give you the full pages. I did take a few out. But whatever pages you have, go ahead and work on those. Right now, let us go. I'm gonna do this problem right here, okay? Let me get a marker. Alright, so the instructions say, on each object, trace at least one pair of lines that appear to be parallel. Alright, well, let's start off with this music note right here. Where do you see two parallel lines? Yup, right here, right? Right there. Two parallel lines. These two lines will never meet. And actually, I don't want to do it in purple. Let me do it in green. It's a little brighter. Okay. What about on this keyboards right here? Ooh, I see a bunch of parallel lines. Go ahead and see if you can find at least one. Okay. Well, the ones that I'm going to choose is actually one right here. And then the one over here, right? These two lines are parallel. They'll never meet. And of course, you could find those going like this. These are parallel lines, right? Those lines will never meet. Now, this is the one that we had from yesterday. Again, do you see any parallel lines? I see a bunch. A bunch. I see ones here. I see ones here. I see more over here. I see one over here. And then, of course, you have the little bricks All of those are parallel lines, all right? Now go ahead and do the same for these examples. How do you know if two lines are parallel? You could go ahead and answer that one. I won't do it for you. And then here, it's the same one as we did from yesterday, remember? But except of making them perpendicular, you're going to make them parallel. That's right, okay? And again, I suggest you use a ruler or something straight. Straight edge just means something that's straight, okay? Let's move on. And again, for this one, it is the same thing we did last time, except of finding perpendicular lines, we're going to find parallel lines, okay? So, these two are marked up already. So let's go ahead and let's see. Let's do part E. You're going to do all of them if you have the page, but let's do this one. Let's see if we can find a pair of parallel lines. Well, I found a few already. I found line ZA. Well, actually, it's a line segment, right? Because they have a beginning and an end. So it is a line segment, ZA. It's parallel to line segment FW. And of course, there are a lot more in this square, but that's the one that I'm going to choose to write down, all right? And then for this one, a triangle cannot have sides that are parallel. Explain your thinking. Well, for this one, you might have to draw it, right? You might have to draw a triangle. Test it out. Draw different triangles and see if you can make a triangle that sides are parallel, okay? I'm not going to do it for you. Oh, this is actually a good one right here. Number 6. Explain why line segment AB and CD are parallel, but EF and GH are not. So what I want you to do right now is actually just go ahead and pause the video and see if you can explain number 6. Okay, hopefully you answered number 6. Let's take a look at these two lines here. Do these two lines look like they're ever gonna meet? Nope. No, they're never gonna meet. What about lines E and F? Lines E and F, they're not parallel. They are not parallel, but why? Well, because let's say that if we kept drawing line E, and again, this part is where a ruler is very, very necessary. Let's keep drawing line EF, okay? So that's line EF. I just continued it more. I just made it longer. Now let's draw line GH. Let's make it longer. Again, make sure you line up your ruler. Uh-oh. Now look. They actually do meet right there. Therefore, these lines are not parallel lines, okay? They are not parallel. They will eventually meet. And therefore, they are not parallel, okay? Now, for number 7, all you need to do is draw a pair of parallel lines. And then for this one, you identify which are parallel, which are perpendicular, and which are intersecting. Intersecting simply means that the lines are touching each other, okay? For example, if we go back to the other one, when they meet, do they form a right angle? No. They form an angle, but it's not a right angle. Therefore, these pairs of lines, they are not parallel. Definitely not parallel. They are not perpendicular. Definitely not perpendicular. So what do we call those lines that don't make a right angle and they're also not parallel? Well, we just call them intersecting lines, touching. Intersecting just means touching each other. Intersecting lines just means that they are touching each other. For example, right here, number 3, I'll give you the answer for number 3. When the lines meet, are they forming a right angle? No. Are they parallel lines? No. Therefore, they're just called intersecting lines. Intersecting lines. And that's it. You're done. Okay? So go ahead Any pages that you have for lesson 4, go ahead and finish it. Again, you're not going to have all of these pages. I took a few out. And that's it for math. Okay, let's move on to science. Look at our agenda. So we're going to make a graphic window organizer for this week's unit. All right. So you're already familiar with what a window poster looks like. So you're just going to make one. You're going to grab a piece of paper, and then you're just going to make the window. Okay. And remember, you should have a picture. You should have, it doesn't matter where the pictures go or the quotes go, just as long as you have everything. You're gonna need 3 quotes. You're gonna need, well, not 3 quotes actually, it's just 2, right? Yeah, just 2 quotes. 2 quotes, I'm sorry. You need 3 facts. That's what you need. You need 3 facts, 3 key details, and then finally a 5-sentence summary. Okay? So a picture, 2 quotes, 3 facts, and a 5-sentence summary, and that's it. You're done. Okay? And that's it for science. Now let me just show you or tell you which week it is. It is the one that is called Adaptation and Competition. All right, just give me a second. All right, so you're gonna go down to where it says 4th grade, and then we are in week 4 of life science. Okay, let me show you really quick. Week 4, life science, competition, and adaption. Okay, that's the one that you should be on. Your test for this one, you will take it tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow, right now it says test not available because I have not made it available, but tomorrow I'm gonna make it available and you'll be able to take your test. Okay, really quick for your ecosystems quiz for week 12. For this quiz, I saw your scores and I am allowing you to do it again and use your notes, okay? So this one, you took it on Monday. You took this quiz on Monday, or you should have taken it on Monday. But I am allowing you to take it again, okay? Improve your scores this time. Use your notes if you need them. All right, but that's it for science. Now, for your social studies. For social studies. That's it for science. Social studies, it says students will be able to provide differences between the Modoc, the Akomawi, Astugawi, Yahi tribes. So for that one, you're going to need this paper right here. Now, parents, if you don't have it, please let me know and I can email it to you. Or what you can do is you can just make the same thing on another piece of paper, and then that'll be the sheet. Okay? But either way, you can also ask me to email it to you, and I will. All right. So what you're gonna do is that this one, you also need this paper. Okay? In your newspaper, it gives you differences between each tribe, and then right here you have a bunch of facts, a bunch of square facts. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab some scissors, and you're going to cut the fact and put the fact where it belongs, okay? So for example, I don't have scissors right now, but that's what you're going to do. For example, let's take a look at this one, this fact. This fact says hunter-gatherers, okay? So you're going to read your newspaper, and then you're going to cut it, and you're going to find out if the Modocs were hunter-gatherers, or the Akomawi were hunter-gatherers, or the Yahi were hunter-gatherers, okay? Again, your newspaper tells you which facts should go where, okay? So go ahead and read your newspaper and figure out where do these facts go, cut them, and then glue them where they need to go, all right? Okay. And then that's it for your social studies. For religion, it is Thursday, so you're going to do the activity on page 147, okay? This one. We're on Thursday. So you're going to read, and you're going to do the activity on page 147. Tomorrow you'll take your, oh no, tomorrow's no test for religion. So for today, you're going to be working on learning about Pentecost and the Holy Trinity. Be sure to complete page 147 in your religion textbook, okay? Now, do not log off yet. We're not finished. I have something very, very important, okay? We're going to be doing Google quizzes. I mentioned this to a few families on Monday, but now I'll explain it more into further detail. Let me just take this out. Okay, and let me show you what you're going to do. Put the brightness up. Okay. On the YouTube description, again, please be sure to read the YouTube descriptions on the videos because sometimes they can contain important information. For this video, please read the YouTube description, okay? In the YouTube description, you will have 2 links. And they will look like this: a 4th grade practice quiz and a 4th grade exit ticket, okay? Both of these are used through Google Forms. This is how it works. All you need to do is you just click the link, and it'll take you to this page. And it should say this, practice quiz. What you're going to do is you're going to choose your name, and I have all your names here, okay? And again, please be sure to choose your correct name. Double check that it is your correct name, otherwise you will not get credit. So I included my name to the list, so it's Angel. And then again, this is just a practice quiz, so it's not graded. What month is it today? March. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Man, I don't know. If you mix the colors yellow and blue, what color do you get? What is that, green? And again, you could type it in. Which of the options below show Mulan? Oh, it's definitely this one. This is Mulan right here. And then you click submit, and then that's it, you're done. And the cool thing about Google Forms is that you can see your score right away. So of course, I was choosing some wrong answers, so the points that I got was 1 out of 4. Okay, so I got that one right, I got this one wrong. The correct answer was SpongeBob. And then I can leave you feedback, right? And that's it, okay? Again, do this quiz. It's just a practice quiz, just so you can get familiar with how we're going to be, how Google Forms work. Now, this is your exit ticket right here, okay? Much like we were doing exit tickets in class, you're going to do exit tickets through Google Form. And again, very easy. And parents, you can actually, students can actually fill these forms out through a phone. It works fine with a phone, through a phone. So you just click it, and it opens up, and now you have an exit ticket. Okay, you choose your name again, and then you're going to put in your level of understanding, 1, 2, 3, or 4, okay? And then this is your exit ticket question. What is the difference between parallel lines and perpendicular lines? And then you get to type in your answer, okay? And then right here, please ask me any questions you have or any concerns. If you don't have any, then just put, I don't have any. And then you click submit. And then that's it. And don't worry about this. You could see the correct answer, but I'm not going to show it to you. You could see your correct answer. But again, exit tickets are not graded. I just want to see how well you understand the lesson, okay? And that is all I have. Again, please be sure that you're watching the full videos, okay? Please be sure that you're watching the whole videos. Now, as of right now, you can go ahead and stop the video, and we will continue tomorrow. Have a good day.